I'm Matt Campbell. This video is going to talk about cutting the cord, living without cable television or satellite television, and relying strictly upon internet video and broadcast TV. I've been doing this for a while now, and I've had a lot of questions about the experience. I'm going to show you two different types of interfaces that don't require a computer in your living room. The first is a Sony Blu-ray player, and the second is a Vizio television. Before we jump into interfaces, let's take a look at what you'll need. Obviously a display device like a television, a broadband internet connection, this can be DSL or cable modem or other, and something to receive your content like a Blu-ray player that has apps or a television with apps enabled inside of it. So apart from the internet fee, what can you get for free? Obviously you can get broadcast channels in HD if you have the right tuner. You can check that on antennaweb.org as far as your reception. Hundreds of movies and TV shows on Crackle. You can get all kinds of web content from YouTube and Vimeo, and lots of special interest channels as well as music. Netflix is the king of the subscription services right now, $8 a month, unlimited streaming, higher quality, and more content. Amazon is a close contender and they're up and coming, and Hulu Plus is the place you have to go if you want current television shows. This is the Netflix interface on the Sony. Here you have your instant queue, recently watched, top picks, movies, TVs, action, adventure, comedy, documentary, foreign. This is a side-by-side comparison of the Sony interface in the main window and the Vizio interface in the window to the lower right. You can see in the main window you can search by season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in this case. This is great. The Vizio, as you can see, you have to endlessly scroll through, and that scroll button has to be pressed individually, which makes it a real pain. This clip is sped up to show load times. The load time on the Sony was 43 seconds. The load time on the Vizio was 13. What I wanted to show in this clip is how much better the Vizio interface is for seeking. You can see you can go frame by frame, individual frames, and quickly jump to where you want to be. With the Sony interface, you're blind. You see the bar moving, you see a time, but that's all. You see no indication of where you are in the video. Here the Vizio is definitely much better. You get this main menu, top picks, rentals, trailers, coming soon. You can see if you go over, every time you hover on top of a movie, it actually gives you a Rotten Tomatoes rating, which is great. Fantastic input there. It gives you a Vudu rating, and everybody, once they've watched a movie, is asked to rate it. And you can rent in SD, High Def, which is 720p, or HDX, which is a Vudu special 1020p, 24 frames per second, similar to a Blu-ray movie, and they do some additional cleanup to the video as well. If I click on that, you can see it gives you not only an overview, which is really nice, but also the cast and crew. You can then search for every movie you ever wanted to see, for instance with Jeff Bridges, that's on Vudu, which is great and something that Netflix doesn't have to my knowledge. Reviews, similar movies too, the quality settings that you'll see there, and you can even look it up on Wikipedia if you link through. So I rented this in HD. I'm just going to hit watch in HD. See that it loads fairly quickly. So overall, it's a nice service. It's pretty similar to Amazon Instant Video as far as rentals. As far as the interface, I think it's a little bit nicer. So it really just depends on where you can find the better deal and what you're going to be watching that day. This is a quick look at the Vimeo application on the Vizio television. This is similar to YouTube, but it carries different content and usually more of short film genres. You get your videos, your inbox, likes, and then watch later. So if you click on videos, you'll actually see right there in the dock just a listing of all of the videos that you have in your account. You can see it does a fairly nice job of queuing up a player. You can click on the heart if you'd like to like it. As you can see, the video quality is pretty good. This isn't an HD clip, I don't believe, but it looks pretty decent. I just wanted to very briefly show the YouTube interface on the Sony Blu-ray player. You can log in and see your videos. You can zoom video full screen. If you'd like to see more, I have a review on this Blu-ray player separately that shows everything in more detail. Pandora is an app that's on both televisions. I really like this app. A lot of people use it for music. It is free with ads, or you can buy a subscription for $36 a year. You can see the interface is pretty similar between the two. I do like the album art on the Sony player better. It gives you album art for all of your stations. The thing that I really like about the Vizio, however, is you can do thumbs up and thumbs down, which is huge. The Sony player is lacking that. That is available on the Pandora on the Sony. Other than that, the interfaces are pretty similar. You have album art when it's playing. When it goes to sleep, it bounces around, and overall it works great on both platforms. In closing, I just wanted to touch on a few more things. What might you miss cutting the cord? If you need 24-hour news, you can try online sources. There's a lot of streams or smartphone apps. If you need sports, that's tougher, but they do have a lot of games on broadcast, obviously. And subscriptions are possible for baseball, hockey, and basketball on Roku or Boxy, but they're expensive, starting at $100 a year, and there's still blackouts. If you need today's TV, it's broadcast or Hulu+. These are just a few of the TV shows and movies that are available on Netflix streaming right now. It was impossible to cover everything in this video, but thanks for watching, and if you have questions, please leave them in the comments.